Hey guys, I went to Michigan a week ago, and this is basically the haul that I got. It's not that much because there wasn't really anything that I wanted to buy over there, and I'm really cheap, so mostly what I got was postcards. So this is what I got. I got the Great Lakes pin, and it was $6. It said Lake Fighter Frighter Minis, and you can do the same thing.com. And then I got this keychain, said I Heart Michigan, and it says Lansing. I'm guessing that's capital. And there's their flag, and I think this is their bird. But I got this at the airport. I got just little pamphlets from the airport of what's over there. This is from the Lake Guardian Explorations. And this is the lighthouse. And I actually saw the lighthouse, and it wasn't that bad. See from my previous video of all the pictures that I have, there's the lighthouse. Oh, and also the city that I was in was Port Huron. So I got this Dine Back in Time, the Atrium Cafe and Ice Cream Parlor. Oh, they actually give you a menu. Well, hello. I didn't see this. I'm just skimming through this, and really it's under $20. This is probably like a good place to eat. And I haven't been there. That's a bummer. There's a Carnegie Center Museum. I haven't been to this. A Bug's World in Flint. Yeah, in Flint, Michigan. I just got this because it was free. Here's a nature and arboretum. It's called Formar. And this is also in Flint. And then I got a whole map of Crossroad Villages and Huckleberry Roads. Actually, I just made all that stuff plural when I didn't have to. They just show you what they have there. That doesn't really apply to anything. Great getaway guide. I think this is like, these are the stuff that we have. Look at this. It's a whole big map. And then they give you like stuff. It's just big. And this guessing Flint. Is it in Flint? Well, the county is Genesee or Genesee. I don't know. Walking trails in the same county. This is actually, everything is in Flint, except for some pamphlets, Port Huron, but walking trails. And then the Birch Run Premium Outlets. I really wanted to go there, but no one would take me. So yeah. And then the same thing, but a different cover. So that's all the pamphlets that I got. Okay, here comes the longest part. And this is actually gonna probably be 20 minutes long because I got a story behind this. So, in the back of these postcards, they have a little writing, give you a little bit of back history and story and all that. I saved the story for last. First thing I have is there's this. Well, actually, this is just around the main Port Huron. This is the gate, or not gate, but technically there is a gate. And this bridge leads to Canada. This is, I think, one of the monuments in the waterfront where the Canada and Michigan stands in between. And then there's this. Actually, wow, they have a nice backing. There's this statue, and this, and this, I think, are in the same area. And basically, it's a park, and there's a museum there, all dedicated to Thomas Edison, the inventor of light bulbs, I think. But anyway, this is the lighthouse I was talking about. And then this is downtown. And in the back, it says, Port Huron, Michigan is a crossroads of both land and water traffic. The St. Clair River forms the boundary between the United States and Canada. So, that was the St. Clair River that was connecting between Canada and the U.S. It's a prime waterway for Great Lakes ships and foreign freighters. The twin spans of the Blue Water Bridge carry auto traffic between Port Huron and Sarnia, Ontario, Canada. And that's the back, with the bridge and then the statue. Next is the Michigan State Stone. And what it is the Pedosky Stone, the Hexagonaria percarnata. Michigan State Stone, Pedosky stones, were once living coral that existed some 350 million years ago. Over time, the coral came fossilized, and glaciers scattered the stones along Lake Michigan, near Pedosky, and across Michigan to the Lake Huron shoreline. Pedosky stones are gray and rough when found, but when polished, the beautiful rich coral pattern emerges. Polished Pedosky stones have a smooth surface and are highly prized as gifts and jewelry. And that's one. They're talking about like the actual stone that I'm guessing has been polished. And then in the back there's waves of water. Why? I don't know. Okay, next is all about Port Huron and the main stuff. These two right here is downtown. And this is one of the boats. It's an anchor with the I'm thinking it's called the Mackinac Bridge. I've heard people when I was over there, they keep on calling it Mackinac. So, yeah, that's the bridge to Canada. And, that's the waterways for the boats. And another waterway. I always think it's called canals. And in the back it says, Port Huron, Michigan is known as the maritime capital of the Great Lakes with unique sites to be explored. The St. Clair River forms the boundary between the United States and Canada. Lightships Huron, which was used to mark dangerous shoals, is one of the many things to see and do in this beautiful city. And that's the back. This is a lot. Wow. There's a lot, and really I can't really say anything about this because I haven't really been to any of these, but here they are. You can even read it. It's like readings from Michigan. And here is what the little writing was. Pictured Rocks, St. Joseph Lighthouse. What's that? Taquamian Falls, Detroit. I think that's Mackinac, but it's called Mackinac Bridge. Grand Rapids, Mackinac Island, Whitefish Point Light Station, Holland. Oh. Lansing, Langley Covered Bridge. Wait, wow. I hope that's an actual bridge, because if that's a bridge, then it's almost like a tunnel. Port Huron, Grand Hotel, Copper Harbor Lighthouse, Jackson Cascades, and Commercia Park. So, I think some of these are in Canada. Not too sure. I have to see that. And here comes the story right after I read the backs of these. I'm going to start with this Blue Water Bridge. This is the original bridge, and it was just one bridge that is like one. You know how like there's just one carway, so it's like one to go to Canada and one to just come back. And this is a freighter making its way northward in the St. Clair River at Port Huron, Michigan, passes under the famous Blue Water Bridge, an international link between Michigan and Ontario. So this is the original one. Before they made it into, I believe it's 2 ways now. So you can see a whole lot difference. This way goes to Canada, and this way in the back goes back to Michigan. And it has more passageways to go. Like, instead of just one line of cars, there's 2 line of cars. So, yeah. And so the story begins. I was actually at the lighthouse, and I was in the I was in the gift shop, and I was talking to this lady, and I was like, well, I'm from Florida. And I was telling her about my fears of being in heights and how the first time when I came over there, I do not like the plane ride. I was sick, and she told me to go drink ginger ale on the plane. Actually, amazing enough, it worked. So, she told me the story of the Blue Water Bridge, which I basically explained to you. This was the original one, and then this is the new one. And it was just basic way. They don't really have anything to do with it. Like, just not a lot of ways. Traffic's backed up a bit. And still, traffics are backed up. Usually on the weekdays. But you can see, like, commercial trucks being backed up all the way back to Michigan. So, oh, I didn't read this one, the new one. Blue Water Bridges. The twin spans of the Blue Water Bridges form an international connection between Port Huron, Michigan, and Sarnia, Ontario, Canada. So, that's the story about that bridge. Now, you can see it from from Michigan, but if you look, there's a casino over on Canada's side, and then on the other side there's a lighthouse that's pretty tall. And I heard back in the day where all the rich people that lived on the waterfront in Michigan, they wrote a letter to Canada saying, hey, can you shut off your light or at least take down the lighthouse so we can get some sleep? And Canada's like, okie dokie. They tore it down and built a bigger one with the light shine bright as ever. And I was like, savage, Canada, savage. And that's another story that I really love, because that shows how Canada is. Because a lot of people are like, oh, Canada is like so nice with a lot of nice, innocent people, and they won't do anything to you. That's wrong. What they did over to Michigan was the right thing to do, because it's their land. But it's a savage way to do it. So, kudos to you, Canada. And this really concludes my haul and stories for Michigan. Have a magical day.